Chapter 5. Once inside the garage, I waved my hand in front of the light sensor I located at the head of the stairs and walked down to my secure study. I commanded, "Open for me now." The lock clicked and the door swung open. As I walked through the door, the light turned on as I tripped the light beam that also locks the door behind me. All of these security improvements were made when I was in the paranoid state of mind. A bomb blew up prior to a book signing. Fortunately, no one was around, but it was a warning. Stan insisted on adding these security measures as a precaution. So I went along with him mostly because I liked high-tech gadgets. This is a secure room. If someone were to bomb this house, this room would withstand the shock. I kept all important records and things I hold of value in here. My research data dumps to a server in this room, a backup for all my files. I can call up data that is stored on the server from anywhere in the world. If I had to, I could stay in here for about a week. Sometimes when I slip back into the area, I don't go into the house for the first couple of days. I just huddle in here with no one the wiser. I can get a lot more work done ignoring the social obligations that Stan tries to rope me into. Tonight, the work at hand is to ferret out all I can about this murder glass. Where to start? I typed in as the keyword, a Ouija board. Just the normal stuff came back. Then, occult, a Ouija board background. Wait a second, what's this? In the middle of the 1800s, a board was found in Paris, supposedly empowered to show events as they happened. It belonged to a group of explorers returning from the Far East who claimed that a Buddhist monk had given it to them. The board was entrusted to them to bring to France so that warring monasteries could not control it. The High Lama felt it would be best to give the Ouija board to a neutral party to prevent breaks in the wheel of life of all the monks trying to claim the board. For what purpose the board was intended was never explained. The explorers hid the board, and its whereabouts was disclosed only to an emissary of the Dalai Lama. Unbeknownst to the explorers, the emissary's task was to destroy the board if it was to become the cause of more conflict. Not that the board was a prize, but it was the means to an end to those who knew how to use it for whatever purpose it was intended. It was recorded that the Ouija board had started a war in Tibet between the Yellow Hat and the Red Hat Lamas. It was as good as any reason to justify a conflict. At that time, the Tibetans were always at war for one reason or another, if I remembered my history right. I tried to cross-reference all the keywords I could think of, but nothing new came back. I will just have to wait until morning and have Roger shed more light on the glass. I thought I would lie down for a while. I remember the last time I looked at the clock, it was about 1 a.m. I looked again. It was now 7:30 a.m. Just enough time to meet Roger Highborn. Better make that call to him.